back to EDH Deck Building. I am your host, Demo. And for those of you who are wondering where I've been for the last week, I actually went on vacation. I was down in Mexico getting some much needed sun. Just kidding. Actually, my channel was hijacked. And I decided I should probably make this video because a lot of people were curious about what happened and all of that. And so I thought I would make a video sort of just explaining everything that took place and how you can prevent it from happening to you. I'm going to go into detail about all the little things. Again, for those who are curious, but also as a cautionary tale of the kind of things that can happen, because this was new to me. I had no idea this was a thing. So it's been about a week. Yeah, it was last Wednesday, so it would have been about a week. I woke up, I went onto my computer, got my morning coffee, and went onto YouTube just to watch some videos like I normally do. And things looked a little different. I was like, what's going on here? This doesn't look the same. And I realized, oh, it's because I'm not signed in, right? I'm not signed into my YouTube account. So I go to sign in. And of course, you sign into your YouTube account with your Google account. And when I went to sign in, put in my password, and it didn't work. And then it said in little red lettering at the bottom, your password was changed 2 hours ago. And that's when I was like, oh, that's not good. That's when the alarm bell started to go off, because I was like, okay, well, I didn't change my password 2 hours ago because I was asleep 2 hours ago. So that definitely wasn't me that did that. And started to panic a little, checked my channel. I couldn't get access to it, obviously. At that point, okay, and my channel was still up. You could still go there, watch the videos. Nothing had changed yet. I just didn't have access to my channel, didn't have access to any of my Google stuff, right? So I didn't have access to my Gmail, my AdSense, right? So that, for those who don't know, when you're a YouTube content creator, you have an AdSense account. That's how you get paid. Didn't have access to that either. So I was panicking a little bit about that as well. I thought maybe someone was trying to steal my money or something. I didn't know what was going on, right? Try to do the Google recovery thing, the typical Google account recovery thing. But of course, the people that hijacked my account, I mean, this is their thing, right? This has been going on for a while. And they had changed all the security protocols, obviously, so I couldn't get in there, because it would have been really easy for me to just get my account back right away. And then they couldn't, the nefarious plans they had, they couldn't hatch their nefarious plans for what they had planned, which I will get to. Again, for some of the people that have been paying attention to all this, a lot of my regular viewers probably already know. And of course, I've been communicating with my patrons on Patreon as well with all of this while this whole thing was going on. But for those who don't know, and I will have to go back in time a couple of weeks now, I got an email. And, for all the content creators out there, when you have, you see people selling things on their channel all the time, or advertising things, whatever, because companies get a hold of you and they say, hey, we'd like you to sell our thing on your channel or advertise our product or whatever. And I had just recently did this. I did not even know this was a thing. As you guys all know, I don't really advertise stuff on my channel at all, right? So what I did is I had put my other email on my channel, about 3 months ago, maybe. So I just started doing this, and I started getting emails from people, a couple here, there, got like a computer chair company that wanted me to sell their chair or something. Stuff that I just wasn't really interested in. I'm not just going to go down every one of these. I don't want to just start selling a whole bunch of nonsense stuff on my channel that has nothing to do with what I'm doing. So, but I got an email from one company. Obviously, it wasn't from the actual company. I'm not going to mention who they were because I don't want to give them a bad name, but it is something that I use. And the email basically said, hey, we see you use our product. We'd like you to sell it on your, say something about it on your channel. And I was like, great. I love your guys' product. It's great. I use it all the time. And I was actually going to go down that road. And, this is through no fault of, this is my fault. I mean, it's the fault of the people that did it, but also I was being, I fell for the scam. Let's just say that. And they sent me back a contract that I needed to download and sign in order to move forward. And again, I'm going into a little bit of detail here so people understand exactly how this sort of occurs. Downloaded this contract and I saw that the file type was a screensaver, and I was like, screensaver, what the, that doesn't make any sense. And of course, anybody that, like, I'm not an expert on this, I know a little bit about computers but not a lot, so anyone that is into the whole computers and hacking game and all that will probably understand why it was a screensaver. I was like, so I emailed them back and I said, yeah, the file I downloaded was a screensaver. That doesn't make sense, right? So that sort of, the wheels are turning. I'm thinking this seems not, this something seems off here. Didn't get a response, and that would have been the day before, right? So, you know, essentially, and again, I'm not an expert on this, but whatever that file was that was supposedly a screensaver or supposedly a contract for me to sign was actually the Trojan horse or the whatever that allowed them to hijack my Google account, which allowed them to hijack my channel. And this is not a new thing. Again, when I discovered what was actually going on, and again, I got a lot of help from my patrons on Discord because I was completely in the dark. I didn't know what was going on. And again, my channel was very much still available, a few hours into this. So now I'm at like 2 o'clock in the afternoon or something, trying to figure this all out. My channel was still up. You could still watch my videos. And then all of a sudden, I get a patron message me on the Discord and says, hey, what's going on with the channel? And the name had been changed to Tesla Live. The icon got changed to like a Tesla icon. For whatever reason, all my videos had gone private except for one, which was my Coma Cosmos Serpent deck tech. Not sure why. I guess they missed that one. That one was still available. You could still watch it. But all the rest were gone. I'm like, okay, this is bad. But, at the same time, I was thinking, okay, this is bad. But at the same time, it was kind of like, okay, at least it's not really, really bad. Like I'm sitting here checking my bank account and everything else, changing passwords, freaking out that someone's trying to steal all my money or something, so the fact that it was just that, I guess, is sort of like, okay, well, at least not that bad. It's just some idiot scammers hijacking my account so they can use it for some stupid, like essentially what it is. And this is something that has happened before. I did some research. I watched some other channels that had this happen to them. This has been happening for a while. Channels way bigger than mine. Their account gets hijacked. It gets changed to Tesla Live, the icon, and they put up a live stream of Elon Musk talking about like crypto or something. It's like a crypto scam or something. That's what it is. I'm not sure how the heck it's supposed to work. Don't really care. But essentially, I guess they're just trying to sell crypto. I don't know. It's a very weird way to do that, I think. But they're scammers, right? They hijack your account and they're trying to use it for their own nefarious purposes. And so what happened? So that was, for a while, my channel was that. And what happens is they set up this live stream, and at some point it alerts YouTube, who is like, okay, well, this breaks our community guidelines. And so eventually my channel just got completely blocked, right? Now at this point, like I said, I'm sort of panicking, but at the same time, I'm like, okay, well, it's not, at least these aren't people who are just trying to steal my money or ruin my life or steal my identity. They just wanted to hijack my channel temporarily. So unfortunately, there isn't a whole lot of, you'd think that Google or YouTube would have a playbook for this by now. This is the part that kind of annoyed me. I mean, they know this Tesla Live hack has been going on for a while, so they should just have a very easy playlist or playbook that you can go through and just like, okay, da 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 da, and you get your channel back right away. So I had to jump through quite a bit more hoops than I wanted to. I actually had to go on Twitter because, again, they don't have, like, they should have a hotline that content creators can say, hey, my channel got hijacked. And if you go on Twitter, I had to make a Twitter account and all that because I don't have a lot of social media, so that I could actually talk to them, Team YouTube or whatever, and be like, hey, my channel got hacked. And if you go on there and you see, this is happening a lot of people getting their channels hijacked. I've certainly learned my lesson. No more clicking on stuff that I'm not aware of what it is. So I went through all of that, got my Google account back like 2 days ago, and then I have to go through the trouble of, now I got to get my channel unblocked, which just happened like an hour ago. So that's how it all happened. Now moving forward, okay, I had one video uploaded already, right? All my videos are private, and I just started going through making them unprivate. The really tedious thing here is that I have all my patron videos also on my YouTube channel, but they're unlisted, so you can only see them if you're a patron. So I can't just make all my videos, like I'm sure you could click on like select all your videos and make them all public, but then all my patron videos would be public, which I don't really want to do. So I have to go through manually and click on all the ones that, you know, the patron videos I have to click to unlisted, and the ones for my channel I have to click to public. So I have to go through do all that. That's going to be a pain in the butt. I had to got to change back my name because it still says Tesla Live, change all that back. So if some things might look a little different, it might take a little bit of time before everything gets back to normal. It's going to be a little bit of work for me. Obviously, this is incredibly inconvenient timing because right before Christmas, I had all these year-end videos planned and everything, and then this happened. Like, I literally just made my first year-end video, and then I was going to start editing it, and that's when this happened. I had actually been, I just decided, you know what, I'm going to upload videos. I had 3 videos that had already been ready to go for my channel. Those videos I uploaded to my Patreon, so my patrons can watch them. So my patrons, the next 3 videos that you will see on my channel, one already went live, the one that I already had up there. It was a wrong card, I think. Wrong card, wrong commander, right? That video, just as soon as I got my channel back, went public. So you guys probably might have already watched that video. The other 2 videos my patrons have already watched because I put it up on my Patreon for them to watch. Those videos will come out probably the next couple of days here before Christmas. And then I'm really going to have to get to work, cranking out videos before the end of the year here, particularly my year-end videos. Those, I have a couple that I want to do that I'm going to have to obviously do right away. Oh, it's been exhausting. It's been exhausting. I got to tell you, it's a little bit stressful, of course. I'm certainly out some money here, no question about that, because obviously my channel has gotten 0 views for the last week, which is not great. But I mean, that's not the biggest issue here. I don't think. If that's all I have to worry about, I'm okay with it. Hopefully I didn't lose any subscribers. I will say though, I gained a bunch of patrons, and I really big shout out to all the people. And again, I joined Reddit as well. Somebody had started a topic there. Again, I'm not very familiar with Reddit, but someone had started the topic there about, what happened to EDH deck building? What happened to their channel? I got a ton of new patrons. A lot of people just wanting to know what happened because there was not a lot of ways to communicate with me because, like I said, I don't have a lot of social media. So a lot of people on there joined to, just find out what was going on. And if they only joined my Patreon temporarily, that's perfectly fine. Thank you for the support. I also had some people join my Patreon saying, I didn't realize how important your channel was to me until it was gone. So that's why I'm joining the Patreon, because I realize how much I love your content. So that's great too. And all the support from my current patrons that I already had helping me navigate this. Like I said, I had the Patreon and the Discord to communicate, and people are saying, hey, this is going on, that's going on. Something's wrong with your channel. It's this Tesla Live hack that probably is what you're dealing with, all of that stuff. So I had a lot of help there. Thanks so much to all my patrons who are helping me through this, issue. And moving forward, of course, I'm going to be much more cautious. I got all the more security now, so this is not going to happen again. Obviously, I'm not going to be clicking any stupid links or anything like that. So going forward, this has been a really eye-opening experience for me. I see it as I always like to look at the upside of things. Like I said, I'm gonna post for sure a couple of videos here coming up right away the next couple of days. And while we're on the topic, funny enough, the video that I was going to do, the very next video I had posted, which some of you might have already seen, is a really important video. I think it's the most important video I've ever done because it really plays into the year-end, aspect. And again, I was going to talk about this more in my year-end video about where the format is going, right? The format in general. We had a lot of big changes this last year, a lot of things happening. A lot of doomsayers out there. I've watched a lot of other content creators talk about how, the format's ruined and all that kind of stuff. And so the video that I will be posting right after this one, okay, now I will get into a little bit of context about that video because I really went off in a different direction with it, which is what I planned. Okay, my original plan for that video, okay, and what it originally was responding to your guys' comments about my band video, okay, because I think it all sort of plays in together. All right, it all covers a larger topic, right? And that was my original plan. My original plan was I make my video talking about the band cards in Commander, and then I purposely avoided all the comments because I wanted to make a video responding to the comments. And the video, I respond directly to some of your guys' comments, but more importantly, I get into a broader topic about the format. So it is a really, really important video that I encourage all you guys to watch. And I know you guys aren't going to agree with me on it. It is controversial for sure, but it gets into the broader topic of, there's a lot of people out there that are worried about where the format is going, the direction the format is going. And, is Wizards of the Coast ruining Commander and stuff? I've heard a lot of comments like that. So it gets into that. It's a very important video. I really, really love it a lot. I think it's one of the most important videos I've made, and I will be posting that. That'll be the very next video after you watch this one. And I encourage you guys all to watch it, and I encourage you guys to share it. Okay, even if there's people out there that don't really like my content or don't like my opinions, I think it's an important video for everyone to watch because it gets into, for all the people that really love this game and really love this format. There is, we really all got to stick together here. Okay. I just thought it would be important to talk about, that video covers a whole lot of really important issues, and you guys should all check it out. I'm exhausted, guys. It's been harrowing for sure, but again, learning experience. Got a bunch of new patrons. That's good. So ultimately, I'm looking at this as an upside. I'll probably be cranking out quite a bit of content here in the next couple of weeks before the end of the year. Thanks for all the support, guys. I hope I didn't lose too many subscribers or anything like that. Spread the word, for anyone who's curious, spread the word and let everyone know I'm back, posting videos again, and it all ended up working out in the end. So thank you so much for the support and all the people. It really is one of those moments where, your channel goes missing and everyone's like, oh, what's going on? Like people are seeing people actually concerned that my channel is not up is kind of feels good. It's a nice little moment. Again, the fact that this is happening around Christmas is sort of like, Merry Christmas for me, because now I got my channel back. I was like, oh man, I better get it back before Christmas. And I did. So it all worked out in the end. And I'm in a good place. I like where I am right now with my channel and everything. Like I said, I got a little bit of work to do putting everything back where it belongs, and then I'll start cranking out those videos pretty quickly here, one on top of each other in the next few days. That's it for today. Thanks for tuning in.